There's it. My goodness! Now Von Creed doing a modified suplex on the Gene Starwind off the ladder. Gene Starwind somehow able to get back to his feet after taking that huge 15-foot fall by Von Creed.
Man, you see, just look around the ring and around the ringside. You see this myriad of extreme weapons, just absolutely littered in a pigsty out here. Oh my! And now Von Creed using full advantage of that steel ring bell. Oh my! As Mitch just unceremoniously just Irish whipping that ladder, and Gene Starwind's going to capitalize. Mitch Waterson completely out of it right there. And again, this huge DDT. His head might have clipped that ladder. Who knows? Once again, not choosing to go for the pinfall. They want to double team Von Creed. And take another look at the replay here. This extreme spot from Gene Starwind on Mitch. That should have ended Mitch for sure. But I didn't even notice until the replay. I think his head might have landed on that crutch or that sledgehammer, whatever that was. Oh my God, these people.
Mitch actually get up and chosen bombs Gene Starwind on the ladder. And whatever happened in the replay, Mitch somehow managed to get back. I mean, look at this. Gene Starwind actually keeping up after receiving a chosen bomb on the ladder. Now look at this. Kicks Mitch into the gut. So he can go for an Outlaw Star Smash it and to set them down, that modified jackhammer. My goodness, though, Gene Starwind out of nowhere surviving that chosen bomb. Oh, look at Von Creed steals the pin. Oh, the vintage Von Creed stealing the pin to get the glory after Gene Starwind did all the work. Oh, this Canadian backward on the Destroyer there. Oh, look at this. Talk about powerhouse, looking no further than Steve Ebert. Obviously, you know, he and the Destroyer are going to come to blows. You see they've had a huge war for much almost all of last year.
From Tacoma, Washington, he is the powerhouse, Steve Ebert.
Here to see Steve Ebert did that huge-ass neck breaker once again. That same huge neck breaker that eliminated Samoa Joe to everyone's surprise around the entire world. That neck breaker could easily eliminate Von Creed, Gene Starwind, and the Destroyer, and allow Steve Ebert to win this thing. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty here. I think after Steve Ebert, we're going to be down to the final 6 participants in this year's Square of Despair match. And there comes those who he has a chair in hand. Oh, goes right for Gene Starwind here. Look at this. Plants the chair down. The DDT's Gene Starwind on the steel chair.
Did you see Gene Starwind's face when he just rebounded when his neck ricocheted off that steel chair? This guy looked completely animated as his face his eyes rolled back in his head.
Steve Ebert fresh as a daisy. Use all these weapons to their advantage. You better use his time wisely. Use these weapons to his full advantage to weaken his opponents. After the next elimination, Gene Starwind missing that huge diving corkscrew. Whoever's next eliminated will become the Flash Final 6 participants. Now spell the end for these weapons and all these anything goes rules. At that point, it'll be a over-the-top rope battle royal elimination match. Where if you put over the ropes and your body hits the ground, any part of your body hits the ground, you'll be eliminated. Look at Steve Ebert displaying his power to the story, which is all too familiar of Steve Ebert's power game.
Steve Ebert still looking for his revenge on the Destroyer after that, that devastating loss he took back at Claim to Fame, that Matter of Respect match. I mean, not only would he get respect back from the Destroyer if he can take him out, but wait, oh my! That choke slam, that underhook choke slam onto that steel chair. Broken pieces, of course. And now, oh my! The Hebrew bomb! Oh! The Destroyer is contorted again. We saw that earlier. We saw that. Oh, he might be done. The human body's not supposed to bend like that.
Yeah, after taking a Hebert bomb, look at this. Now he's on the receiving end of this move that Hebert calls breakdown. Forcing all parts of the body. Oh, that huge pile driver right there. This could be the destroyer here. Here with a very uncharacteristic pin cover there. Only going to check out despite all the damage the story just taken by Steve Hebert momentarily.
Look at the destroyer! Oh, the bulldog on the steel steps! My goodness, folks, I don't know about you, but I can't stand these steel step shots. They're so brutal. And every time I just get the feeling at the pit of my stomach that one of these people might have died. Oh, no! Speaking of possibly dying, you can't do the Pandemonium Eliminator on the steel steps! Please! Don't do this! Oh!
My goodness, the way he landed on those steel steps, this could be shades of Squirrel Spare 2 years ago. We thought Hebert died. And that eliminated Steve Hebert, the Quinton by Destroyer. And as a G-Dog pin, but only get a 2 count though. They're down to, there's 3. We have 3 more participants coming. I wonder who it's going to be.
You're trembling.
Who are you? Tell me.
Vicious.
Perhaps that he was at least
Vicious actually competing in the Square to Spare match, and for crying out loud, you know, I thought he was gone from UWA after Spike announced that he was using prosthetics. Obviously very humiliating for Vicious. Oh my goodness. Intensity from Vicious's vintage entrance.
He hails from Transylvania. He is the Enigma, Big Vicious.
But folks, look at this. Vicious also looking quite different. I guess this is what Vicious looks like. It was a lot shorter. My goodness, but who would have thunk it? I guess when Spike revealed to the entire world a few weeks ago that that Vicious uses prosthetics to make his body look huger than it really is, I guess Vicious couldn't fool anyone anymore. Now let's go back to what he's in his original form. My goodness, I mean, that's the cold-hearted Vicious right here, live in the flesh. But folks, I mean, obviously, you know, Von Creed, Vicious, and their position in the Nation of Violence is somewhat questionable these days, especially what happened after the conclusion of Claim to Fame when we saw that footage that took place at Fletcher. It looked like it was Vicious that took out Gene Starwind doing the aneurysm. According to the video analysis, whoever did that was 6 feet 4 inches tall. Of course, we all thought up until then Vicious was 7 feet tall. Until this man right here, Spike Spiegel, revealed to the entire world that he's using prosthetic limbs to make himself look huger than he really is. I guess finally Spike's shedding some light on this mystery here now.
From Baltimore, Maryland, ladies and gentlemen, this is Spike!
And how huge is it, folks, to see the real Vicious, we're going to call him, and Spike, here at the very end of Square Despair, competing for a chance to be the main event at this year's Pandemonium. And hell, he's even in there with the likes of Gene Starwind, Von Creed, and the Destroyer. Yeah, I'm over a huge Final 6 it is here tonight at Square Despair. Obviously, ever since Spike made a return to UWA prior to Claim to Fame, he's done a huge role. Also, he wants to show the entire he belongs in the the upper mid part, at least the main event here in the UWA. He's making a lot of headway. Look at this, lucky number 15, the Taxman. Speaking of 15, obviously number 15 is infamous with the Taxman. Of course, April 15th is the tax deadline. The tax deadline could come early to one of his 5 competitors here tonight at Square of Despair.
From Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, he is simply the Taxman.
no doubt about it, folks. You know that the Taxman will go up to the Destroyer at some point for the conclusion of this matchup. You know, just like Steve Eber, you know, the Taxman was very reluctant to admit to the title, especially to the Destroyer's face, and he respects him. No, obviously, that's what they signed up for in the matter of respect match. If they lost, they have to say that they respect the winner. It's very unfair for the Taxman. People expect people to respect him unconditionally. Now, we might actually respect him legitimately. He can win the Silver Spur match this year. Taxman had a huge role in his first year here in the UWA. Quite frankly, Taxman has everything that is required to win the Sword of Spur match. Just like I predicted, to run for the Destroyer.
Here it is, folks. Your final six. You have the likes of the Taxman, Spike Spiegel, Vicious, Von Creed, Gene Starwind, and the Destroyer. And of course, the Destroyer being the longest man thus far in this Sword of Spur match. So obviously, people will be gunning for him early on, and that's exactly what the Taxman's doing. But the Destroyer will come back from being taken up and over the top rope there.
And obviously, Gene Starwind was not even scheduled to be here tonight. You think by the concussion he sustained by Samoa Joe and the aneurysm he sustained back at Bludgeon, you think of all the head trauma he sustained in this matchup, he'd be done for by now. But somehow he's live and kicking. Look at Vicious. Vicious actually going after Von Creed in the top right corner. These two Nation of Violence are actually going at it. Vicious wasted absolutely no time for Von Creed. And people were predicting that these two men would have a bad falling out, because people were suspecting that it was either Vicious doing the aneurysm to make people think it was Von Creed that attacked Starwind, or it was Von Creed dressing up as Vicious to make people think it was Vicious that took out Gene Starwind. So obviously these two men turned on each other to save their careers from the Master Reign.
Destroyer now taking on Vicious, stopping Vicious from fighting Von Creed, and Von Creed going straight after Gene Starwind. He wants nothing to do with Vicious. There's two people on two completely different polar opposites here tonight. Two different, thoughts on their mind. Oh, Vicious. That vicious shot, pun intended, and now he's got Destroyer throttle. What's this? Oh, Vicious footprint! Vicious footprint damage taking the head of the Destroyer clean off. And of course, look at this, allowing the Taxman to pick their bones until he's going to hit the audit. Oh my! And the Destroyer is absolutely rocked and devastated by a Vicious footprint and a tax deadline. My good folks, I mean, what's got to be left of the Destroyer at this point? And as you see, once again, Vicious going after Von Creed. Look at this, Destroyer popping back up there. And the vintage Destroyer. Look at this, all six men breaking out here. And look at this, you see two friends, Spike and Gene Starwind going at it. Therefore, this is every man for themselves. Anything goes. Always been want to win this match. Look at this. What's he's saying for again? Another Vicious footprint, and Von Creed, the first eliminated from the final six. Very surprising. Look at this epic stare. Vicious staring a hole in Von Creed. And Von Creed can't appreciate that. You want to talk about surprises? If you talk about when we saw a changed Vicious, Gene Starwind make a surprise appearance here tonight. We saw Broly turns back on Uncle Sam. Now we see Vicious taking his anger on Von Creed. I was a betting man. I would bet my house that Von Creed will at least make it to the final three here. At least. I mean, Jesus Christ. Well, the two on one to try to get Spike up and over. And Gene Starwind, Vicious couldn't do it. Is temporarily Vicious and the Taxman working together to take out the Destroyer. I mean, the Destroyer has got to be absolutely owned at this point. He sustained a Vicious footprint, damn near decapitated him, plus a tax dead that usually puts people on the shelf. I mean, the Destroyer's got to be running on adrenaline alone. You normally he'd be dead by now. Look at this. Oh, Taxman with a knee and eliminating the Destroyer there.